Tomorrow, my friends, welcome. My name is Blue Bo, and today I want to tell you the tale of a very special little girl. Long time ago, longer now than it seems, there was a small girl from a small African village. Her name was Tillamook. Now, Tillamook was a bit of a troublemaker. Yes, that's a good word for it. And she loved to get into fights. But more importantly, she loved to end fights, and she was quite good at it too. As Tillamook grew older, she learned how to fight. She learned how to twist and how to turn, how to bend without breaking, and how to kick, how to punch, how to bite. And as she grew older still, she grew much stronger too, to the point where she could easily best any man in the village. Now the elders, they didn't like the fact that this one woman could beat any man in the village, and they came together and decided that she needed to be expelled from the village, to never be able to return again. Now, of course, Tillamook wasn't happy about that, and she swore vengeance upon the village. That night, she snuck back into the village, crawling on all fours, sliding in between individual shadows all the way to her hut. And when she got to her hut, what she hadn't realized is the elders had assumed that this was going to happen, and they had set a guard of 10 men. And these 10 men, as soon as they saw Tillamook, pounced on her and knocked her to the ground. Now, as I mentioned before, Tillamook was an excellent fighter, and she had learned long ago how to twist and how to turn, and where she was particularly strong at was when she actually got knocked to the ground. She would spin and twirl and kick and punch, and she even bit a couple of them. She did whatever she had to do to get free. Now, once she got free, she began to sprint out of the village, running as fast as she could across the plains, which was good because that group of 10 guardsmen quickly turned into a group of 20 chasing her. Now, as she ran, unfortunately, she came to a cliff. Now, this cliff overlooked the great Nile River, the longest river in all of Africa. She turned, and she realized that 20 men were coming after her. Now, she knew that she was an excellent fighter, but she didn't even think that she could take on 20 men. And if she surrendered, it would mean certain death. So, she prayed. She said a quick prayer to the great Creator. She said, "Please change me. Change me into something that can bite, something that can slash, something that can take its vengeance on man." And with that, she turned and she jumped. Now, as she fell through the air, she felt her body begin to change. Her nose and her mouth grew very long. A tail sprouted from her back, and long, hard scales grew out of her skin. When she landed in the water, she had been transformed into a crocodile. The very first crocodile in all of Africa. And because Tillamook was such a good fighter, she was sure to teach all of her children to do so as well. She taught them how to slash and how to bite and how to swish their tails, but most importantly, she taught them how to do the death roll. And even to this day, that is why the Nile crocodile is one of the fiercest predators in all of Africa. Thank you for listening, my friends. Until next time, wonderful adventures.